The question that haunts Buddhism. If there is no self, who are you? The Buddha taught Anattā, the truth that there is no permanent, unchanging, independent self or soul, and yet he also taught a path for a person to walk, a path of effort and liberation. This leads to the great question, the question that can haunt a practitioner for years. If there is no self, who is it that walks the path? Who is it that feels suffering? Who attains nibbana? And perhaps most pressingly, who is listening to these words right now? This is not a modern confusion. This question was put directly to the Buddha himself. In the Sutta Nikaya, the collection of connected discourses, a wanderer named Asela Kassapa asks the Buddha, Master Gautama, does suffering come from oneself? And then, does suffering come from another? To both questions, the Buddha replies, do not say so. Kassapa, confused, then asks if suffering is created by both or by neither. To each, the Buddha gives the same reply, do not say so. Kassapa finally asks if there is no suffering or if the Buddha doesn't see it. The Buddha reassures him that suffering is real and that he sees it. Then the Buddha reveals the root of the confusion, he says, not straying from either of these extremes. The Tathagata teaches the Dhamma by the middle way. From ignorance as a condition, mental formations come to be. From mental formations as a condition, consciousness comes to be. And he continues through the entire chain of dependent origination. Notice what he did. He did not answer the question, who creates suffering? He rejected the question itself. The question assumes a self or another that exists as a solid entity to begin with. The Buddha reframed the entire issue. The right question is not who, but how. How does this suffering arise? What are its causes and conditions? The answer is always a process, not a person. What we mistake for a permanent self, the Buddha explained, is nothing more than a temporary combination of 5 changing processes. These are the 5 aggregates or khandhas. First, there is form, this physical body. Second, there is feeling pleasant, painful, and neutral sensations. Third, there is perception, the act of recognizing and labeling. Fourth, there are mental formations, our thoughts, intentions, habits, and volitions. And fifth, there is consciousness, the raw awareness of all the other processes. That's it. That is what you call you. It is a river of physical and mental events, each one causing the next. It is not a static thing, as the Buddha said in the Anattā Sutta. The discourse on the not-self characteristic, none of these 5 are the self. Because they are impermanent, they are stressful, and we have no ultimate control over them. We cannot command our body not to age, or a painful feeling to vanish forever. When you understand this, the path becomes clear. It is these very aggregates, this very stream of being, that experiences suffering, and it is this very stream of being that can be purified. If you are finding this direct teaching from the Buddha helpful in clarifying this profound point, please take a moment to gently press the like button. It helps these teachings reach others who may be wrestling with the same question. So who walks the path? It is the intention to walk that arises. It is the effort that arises. It is the mindfulness that arises. It's all within this stream of conditioned processes. The path itself transforms the stream. Ignorance is replaced by wisdom. Raving is replaced by dispassion. It is not that a person gets enlightened. It is that enlightenment happens when the causes for suffering have been permanently uprooted from the stream of consciousness. The Buddha was a master pragmatist. His only concern was ending suffering. When the wanderer Vaka asked him directly, is there a self? The Buddha remained silent. When Vaka asked, is there no self? The Buddha again remained silent. He explained later that to say there is a self would be to fall into the trap of eternalism. And to say there is no self would be to fall into the trap of annihilationism, which might lead someone to believe that their actions have no consequences. Both views are a thicket of opinion that do not lead to liberation. The goal is not to answer the philosophical question, who am I? The goal is to see clearly the processes that we mistake for a self, to understand how they cause stress and unhappiness, and to gently let go of our clinging to them. When we do that, the question, who am I, simply falls away. is no longer relevant. What is left is peace, the unconditioned. Nimna, thank you for listening. If this teaching resonated with you, please like this video and share your reflections in the comments below. What has been your experience with the teaching of Anattā? And to ensure you don't miss our next exploration of the Buddha's original teachings, please subscribe to Tipitaka Talks and turn on the notification bell. May your practice be fruitful.